Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Go Figure Friday, and I am carrying over the celebration that was happening, actually started last week, but carried over onto Monday Night Raw, and I'm carrying it on here on this Friday. We'll call it a Flair Friday. Woo! Why not? Because Nature Boy Ric Flair turned 70, had a big party on Raw, of course. Batista ruined that, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the Nature Boy and some of my Nature Boy Ric Flair figures. Now, surprisingly, my all-time favorite is the Nature Boy, but I only have 3 figures that commemorate and honor this legend of the ring. The first being this Teeny Mate that I got from a friend of mine. Dan sent it to me a couple months ago, and I actually did a video on the Teeny Mates that I unboxed or unveiled, if you will. And I like this because it's classic Flair, nice pink robe, big long flowing hair, and there goes the Teeny Mate. So he's my most recent acquisition. Now, my first Ric Flair action figure is the original San Francisco Toymakers WCW figure. This was circa 1998. And honestly, I'm trying to think back, and the figure has this little thing on the back, and then he can throw up his arms. Maybe he's doing the DX Suck It. This was a tribute to WWE, who was heavily competing with WCW at the time. But, you know, the figure is okay. I don't hate it. This is the only original San Francisco Toymaker action figure I have, and only one of 3 WCW figures that I own. And I'll get more into that. Maybe I'll do an episode on WCW at some point along the way, too. I was always a WWF fan. A wrestling fan first, but WWF all the way, and just gravitated toward those products. But as an adult, and by 1998 I was in my mid-20s, I did not go out and actively buy action figures. Someone, I think, actually bought this for me. I think they actually picked it up at a flea market or something, because if you look, the hair kind of is, you know, the paint is kind of coming off the hair. He's got some marks on his face. I never played with this, so I'm inclined to think that this came from someone, and I honestly don't remember who it was. If you are the one that bought this for me, I apologize. My favorite, though, and this is actually this may be my favorite figure that I have, or at least one of them. It is this Ric Flair. It is the made by Funko, and it is the WWE Mystery Minis. I actually found this on Instagram about a year and a half ago. A guy was selling, he had a lot of them, 6 of them. And there's just something about the figure I really like. Again, the long flowing robe. This is vintage Nate. This is, NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair right here. And that's what I like about it. It's just kind of that throwback, that nostalgia. I just like the way it looks. Obviously, they're not posable. You can't do anything with them. But I like that they're small. They don't take up a lot of space on my shelf. And now that I'm also starting to collect the micro brawlers from Pro Wrestling Tees, I just like the smaller, lighter weight, not weight, but the lighter, occupying less space on my shelf and whatnot. You see the book in the background. I've read it. It's great. I should have worn my Ric Flair socks for this. We'll do that on Funky Sock Friday as part of Go Figure Friday. So everyone, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my 123 cents. Woo!